Hey guys, welcome back to Ivy Crypto. Hope you are all having a fantastic day. It's been a while since I talked about one of the channel favorites, and that is ADAX. ADAX is one of the first Cardano Dexes to go live. Now, ADAX has been quite popular on the Cardano space. I'm sure you've heard about it before, and if you're already here, you know all about it. There's been some interesting developments going on with ADAX over the last couple of weeks. They did launch a SEX initially just to, tease the people, just to give them something to work with, and then finally the DEX went live. It was definitely not without its challenges, and I'll be the first to say that there was definitely a couple of hurdles there, but I'm really impressed with how the team has reacted and fixed a lot of those bugs. So today I'm actually going to show you the DEX. We're going to go through it, talk about how it works and all that sort of stuff. But before we get into it, this is not financial advice, and I am not a financial advisor. I'm just a girl taking you along on the crypto journey. If you want to show some love, guys, if you're not already, be sure to click that subscribe button. It definitely helps me. We are on our way to 5,000 subs. Now, ADAX pretty popular around the place, 57,000 followers on Twitter and a handsome 18,000 followers on Telegram, a very strong community behind this one who truly believes in the project. Now, before we get into the DEX, they posted this article a couple of days ago on a changelog and what they upgraded. They really listened to the community, and that's really key for me when I'm looking at projects. I am invested in ADAX, and I have been since about the 15-20 cent mark very early on. And I was with ADAX when they spiked at over $2, and I'm still with ADAX today because I think that spiking at $2 is not the peak of where it could go if things go well. Now, in this changelog, they mentioned a bunch of things that they fixed. So let's talk about that, and then we'll have a look at the DEX. So their smart contract is now open source. They have a new and improved UI design, and this was really, really big for me because one of the things I struggled with when the DEX first launched is I really struggled with the UI, and it was just a little bit clunky to me. So I'm really, really impressed with the changes that have been made, and it definitely has made it easier for myself to use. They also integrated CC Vault, which is a big one for me. Again, CC Vault is very popular amongst the Cardano community, so you really need to implement things that the Cardano community is going to be happy with. So I'm super stoked about that one. The fee calculation and display, the decimal point for Cardano native tokens, the improved smart contract compilation engine, so buy, sell, and collect transactions won't take longer than 3 seconds to be created. Improved statistics model, which now displays accurate TVL by token, market, and platform total. TVL is calculated by best token price without exaggerating the statistics. Various UI and UX improvements and bug fixes, including the invalid price bug. So the invalid price bug was something that I know was affecting a lot of people. It definitely affected me, and I'm really glad that they fixed that. Various minor security updates, various My Order tab improvements, improved blockchain querying, and platform infrastructure. And one of the things that I really think is important to mention with ADAX is, this is not Sunday Swap, guys. This is not a project that's got, millions and millions and millions of dollars behind it or anywhere near that sort of buzz. So I think in the community, we need to be really realistic of what to expect of projects outside of Sunday Swap. And while Sunday Swap has had its ups and, it also has its flaws. So we really need to be realistic and not expect miracles out of these projects. Now let's have a look at this DEX. So it's dex.adax.pro, and the link will be in my bio if you want to check it out. Now I've connected my Nami wallet, but you can, as I said, select CC Vault, and there is Giro wallet or Giro wallet, however people want to pronounce it, coming soon as well. I'll be interested to see if eventually we get Yoroi or Flint or other wallets that may come in the future. So right here you've got an overview of the DEX. On the right hand side you've got some social sentiment on ADA. Obviously pretty negative. The market is down at the time of making this video, so nothing out of the ordinary there. You've got the 1 hour, the 5 minute, and so I guess if you're trading and stuff like that, it is good to see what social sentiment is like. Then you've got TVL. I'm currently on the ADAX ADA USD pair. And then here you've got all the tokens that are available. So of course you've got ADA, ADA Moon, ADEX, a bunch of different tokens here that you've probably never heard of. Clap, I'm a big fan of this one. I've talked about on the channel before. CNFT, Cardano Dex, I've also talked about these guys on the channel. Flick, absolutely love that, one of my channel favorites. Hosky, I've talked about that on the channel. Kick, there was a recent video about them and more to come. Liquid, Meld, of course, been with Meld since day one. So Milk, Min, Pavia, so you've got all your favorites on here. Of course, there's Sunday, Wi-Fi. So there's really a lot of tokens to choose from, and to get into that pair, all you have to do is click trade. Now, for the purpose of this, let's just go with ADAX. Now, what you see when you click trade is you're in the order book section. Okay, now order book is the same method that MuesliSwap uses. They do have a swap function as well. But for example, let's just say for the sake of it, I want to swap ADA to ADAX, and I've got 100 ADA and I want it at 0.25 ADAX per ADA. So I would get 400 ADAX. Now, all I would have to do is simply place my order. There'd be a pop-up from Nami. You sign and it's done. And as soon as the price goes down to reach that price that you want, your order gets filled. It is really that simple. Now, one of the things to understand with placing orders is that it could take ages. It could take a long time for the market to reach the price, especially if you're low blowing. So if you want your order to get filled quickly, I highly recommend using the swap feature or making sure that you're at market price. So you can see here also what's been traded in terms of ADAX and ADA. You can sell your ADAX, of course, vice versa with other tokens. And then you've got the swap function. So this, very familiar to what you see on Sunday Swap and how they do it. So 100 ADA would get me at the current market price, 298.5 ADAX. I would simply click exchange, approve the transaction, and Bob is your uncle. So again, it is very smooth compared to how it was initially, and I'm very impressed with these changes that ADAX has made. And I love the fact that they're listening to the community and doing exactly what they should be doing, which is making these changes. Now, it's very important that up here, they're also giving you a heads up that the Cardano network is heavily congested. Boss Planet Real Estate from the Boss Cats NFT launched yesterday, or did a sale yesterday, should I say, and it was absolute mayhem, and the Cardano ecosystem is still going really slow. So that's something to note, that your order may not go through straight away. Transactions might pen for a while. We see this a lot on Sunday Swap, even on Muesli. So don't be scared or worried if that happens. Now then you've got the My Orders section. So if I had any orders, this is where they would be displayed. And this section, again, very easy to use. I'm going to connect my Nami, which is what it's asking me to do right now. So I'm putting my password in. And then what you'll see is that, of course, there is no records to display. It was asking me again, so I didn't put my password in. That's why I'm getting that error. But again, very easy, very simple, and, easy to navigate. And that's what you want with these dexes, especially if you're trying to attract people to Cardano, or even to crypto. You want it to be as easy as possible. So like I said, very, very happy personally with the changes that they have made. I was not using the ADAX Dex prior to these changes, but I have been now, and it's been working fine for me. They've also got a really handy FAQ section, or frequently asked questions, if you don't know what that is. Some really good questions there, again, making it nice and easy for people to use this DEX. So all in all, guys, those are the changes that they have made. In terms of ADAX itself, it's currently trading for 28 cents a token. And like I said, they have been as high as past $2. So at current prices, if they get back to all-time highs and things are positive and the sentiment is there, you're looking at an easy 8 to 10x if they go back to old all-time highs. So if you believe in this project and you want to, be along for the ride, this is a great entry point at that price. Again, do your own research, look into the company, decide for yourself. But in terms of using the DEX, I think this is a lot better. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments, guys. What do you think of the upgrades to ADAX? Is it the first time you've heard of them? I want to hear all about it in the comments. If you haven't already, guys, be sure to subscribe to the channel for plenty more on Cardano, crypto, NFTs, and everything in between. If you enjoyed the content, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. I've got so much coming, guys. We're working on an NFT set, myself and one of my friends. We have a paid Discord coming. There's just so much happening. I'm so excited for 2022 and having you guys along for the ride. As always, watch this space.